So, Andrew, previously we were talking about space repetition and how important you think it is. You think it's so important that you pretty much built a company around it called Brainscape. And can you tell us a little bit about what Brainscape is and how it's used?
Sure. Brainscape is a web and mobile study platform that is based on the concept of adaptive flashcards. So students and educators from all levels can create their own collaborative flashcards. They can share their own flashcards. They could find flashcards created by other users and educators and publishers that Brainscape works with. And then they can study them using the best version of spaced repetition that's ever been created on any device. And this works for any content. We have everything ranging from pre-K, learning your sight words and your careers and your animals and your vehicles and images and things like that, all the way through medical school and nursing school and law school and all kinds of professional certifications and corporate training. Anything that has a large degree of content that needs to be internalized and for lack of a better word, memorized as foundational knowledge and vocabulary and image recognition that is going to propel the learner to the next level of application. The reason that Brainscape is so effective is not only that we have spaced repetition, but we combine it with several other really important key cognitive science principles. The first is active recall, or sometimes called retrieval practice. So instead of multiple choice or matching or lots of other online assessment tools and games where you're just recognizing the right answer, right? Or you see, oh, I think letter C looks like it's correct, or I'm going to match this thing. That might be really effective for assessment for lack of better resources. But it's actually very ineffective as a study tool because you're not having to retrieve that information from scratch. So active recall, super important. And that's what you do on a flashcard, right? You think of the answer and then you reveal it. And then you invoke the second very important cognitive science principle, which is metacognition, or in this case, sort of assessing your own confidence, right? Just like you do with a flashcard, you see the answer and you say, was I right? Did I know this? And how well did I know this, right? Does it go into the hard pile, the easy pile, the medium pile? And just that act of self-assessment, thinking about how well you knew it, actually deepens the memory trace. And so in Brainscape's case, you're rating yourself on a 1 through 5 scale. How well did I know this flashcard? And we use that to invoke the third key principle, which is spaced repetition, determining how soon you're going to see that flashcard again, right? So if it was a low confidence item, a 1, you're going to see it again very soon. Whereas if it was a 5, you'll see it hardly ever again. So you're optimizing your personal learning stream. And when you have not just dozens of items to learn for, say, a quiz, but thousands of Supreme Court cases or medical diagrams or concepts about wine or cocktail recipes or anything that just involves a large number of factual pieces of information, there's not a more effective tool out there than Brainscape. And that's why we have more than 10 million users over the past decade who have been using Brainscape for just about every subject that you can imagine. And we still feel like we're in the top of the first inning here, creating a whole new way of learning and studying that is rebuilt from the inside out, from the level of the flashcard and the learning objective, such that we can build the rest of the ecosystem around it.